Hello, friends. Welcome to this episode Cybersecurity and Data Integrity Protecting the Digital Assets in Pharma 4. This is our episode on to our podcast channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. My name is Jayan Joshi. I am having about 45 years of experience in the industry with passion for adoption of emerging technologies to achieve business excellence, mainly in pharma and regulatory industry. We already have our YouTube channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4, where there are more than 200 videos are there related to emerging technologies, digital transformation, and Pharma 4. We have also launched a course on smart manufacturing in pharma on Udemy platform. And now we have launched a podcast channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. Please do look at it. Our these links onto social platforms. Share your comments, share with your network, and do subscribe. So let's look at it. This episode, cybersecurity and data integrity. The adoption of emerging technologies is playing a very important role as industries are becoming more competitive. Everybody is looking to improve their operations, performance, customer satisfaction, and that requires a lot of data availability from anywhere at any time for better decision making. And this requires data sharing across the organization with various operations from manufacturing, distribution, logistics, demand side, supply side, contract manufacturing, and etc. So there are many stakeholders are involved. They generate a lot of data, and that data sharing is very important. So there is a big risk and possibility of data leakage or the theft. And this is where there is a need for strong, robust cybersecurity for data integrity protection. So let's look at it. What are the key areas we should look at it and think about it? The first and most important thing is importance of data integrity. There is need for emphasis on maintaining data integrity, which is a crucial aspect about the Pharma 4, because that requires a seamless data sharing across the complete digital supply chain management. This also is the compliance of ALCOE principle, that is a attributable, legal, legible, contemporaries, original, and accurate. And this role of data integrity is very important, and that guarantees a good product quality and safety to the patient. So, what are the cybersecurity challenges are there? There is an increased vulnerability due to interconnected systems into Pharma 4. As we discussed, there is a manufacturing process, there is distribution logistic process, there is a demand planning, there is a supply planning, there is a contract manufacturer. There are so many things that there. These are all systems needs to have an integration, which is a very important challenge. Protecting sensitive data from cyber threats and unauthorized access is a key area to be considered. Safeguarding and intellectual property of this digital environment is a challenge. Then there is a regulatory compliance required from the pharma industry point of view. As you know, this regulatory requirements has an important role. It needs to keep a data about good manufacturing practices, good distribution practices, good laboratory practices, and also 21 CFR Part 11. So there are many more those requirements are there, and that requires data security and integrity also. So having a limited access to the limited stakeholders or the limited data and all that. And that is an important data integrity by design should be really thought about it while designing this complete pharma for digital technology systems and all. And you should have a strong strategies for implementing this for the audit purpose also. Then there are advanced technologies, as we see, along with emerging technologies, the cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, a lot of these new things are coming up. And these are also possible have a threat for detection and prevention is required. Implementing a blockchain is this enhances the traceability and data security is also important. Cloud technologies, as I discussed, also needs a strong, robust security system and all. Then there is a risk management is there. Developing a comprehensive risk assessment strategies are also required. Continuous monitoring about this whole data structure, data integrity, data leakages, and all also plays an important role into a complete digital supply chain operation and all. And then you should have a response plans actually. In there are potential security breaches are there, how they can be avoided, how they can be checked up, how they can be monitored and controlled and all. And that needs a security to the employees also because employees also need to be trained. They should be aware about possible such risk factors and all that. And then they have to build a security based culture, the consciousness, and then that requires a training to those employees also. And addressing this human factor is also a thing which have to be thought about it. So, what are those future trends? Now, as we see that more and more emerging technologies are coming up, and that is getting a possibility enhancing the requirements of the cybersecurity. So this involves a landscape has to be developed about this data protection strategies and all. And this emphasizes the critical role of cybersecurity and data integrity into successful implementation into Pharma 4. So these both things are challenges are there and that requires a good strategic planning for the pharma industry. So let's discuss this challenging of this, how we will implement it into the cybersecurity thing thereof. So the first and most important thing which we discussed was about the data privacy and security. So this increasing use of data analytic and artificial intelligence, protecting the data is an important factor, which is a major challenge. Then integrating legacy systems and a new emerging technology system, which are now digital systems, which earlier were analog systems, and then we merging and working together with both these technologies is an important challenge. So outdated legacy systems also to be managed. The data needs to be transferred to the new digital system so that the both can work together and all. And this is a quite complicated system because according to that, cybersecurity efforts also needs to be monitored. Those are to be also changed to suit it to the environment from each again process to process and all that. Then come the regulatory compliances. As the regulatory compliances are also increasing day by day, there are more requirements and there are also now cybersecurity requirements about the person, his access controls, the data which can be entered, which can be modified, which can be deleted, which can be better, and a number of such issues are there. So we have to also maintain the complete data security in those aspects and all that, which starts designing from strategies to implementation and training and all that. The fourth thing is that as we see that more and more systems are getting integrated and all this volume of data is increasing and all that, and this data is requires to be used at various levels in supply chain, in quality, in procurement, in patient, in distribution, in transporters and all that. So this data increasing also creates a more challenge and all that. Then the cybersecurity risk is also there, as we discussed earlier, and we have to really see that the cyber criminals are also coming up, and they always try to penetrate into your security and get that certain data and all that, which is a very important threat which we have to really consider it and all. Another challenge is talent acquisition. Now, since these are all new things, new areas, then professionals have to get trained onto this possible threats from the cybersecurity, the cyber attacks, and all that. And then those specialist skills need to be developed actually in the organization to focus this such more important challenges. Another thought is basically about the cost part of it. You need a very huge amount of investment to implement this cybersecurity measure, and that data integrity and everything is plays a very crucial role. You need a strong infrastructure, some strong software, strong training to the employees who are going to monitor the systems and all, which is a important challenge and all that. And this requires a continuous monitoring. It's not something like that which you just implement it and forget it, because new cyber threats are coming up. The those cyber criminals are always trying to develop some new thought processes, how to they can penetrate and collect the data. Data leakages are also there. So all those things needs to be addressed and all that. This becomes a very comprehensive thing, and this investment challenges are there actually. And when we discussed about the Pharma 4 and all that. So when we see that this earlier we discussed about the introduction part of it, then we discussed about the challenge part of it. Still, we should whether we should go into all these things. So, what are the benefits which we are going to get it? Now, how we will be able to implement the cyber security, and how we will get assured about the threats which are coming up, and how that will benefit our organization to move to Pharma 4. Let's look at that. A good, strong cybersecurity system will enhance good product quality improvement, and then that will offer a good safety and security to the patient, which is what is more important. So, real time monitoring of all those process parameters, starting from quality to manufacturing to the distribution, and then those, because these parameters are needs to be monitored to the complete end-to-end supply chain management, and then that will reduce the risk to the patients and all that. So that's a big benefit, because that will build a good relationship with the patient. They will have more confidence about your product and quality and all. Then this also will support to the regulatory compliances. Now, since the data is tamper proofed and all that, the regulatory authorities, the audit teams or auditors will have more confidence with your systems and data, and then that will give uh, confidence to them also that yes, this particular company is maintaining a strong documentation without possible any interference in between, and also. Third and most important thing is it increases the organizational efficiencies also, because you are capturing the data from manufacturing processes and applications and all that, which also gets integrated to other support systems like manufacturing execution system, enterprise resource plannings and all that. And then once the data starts flowing seamlessly, that really helps in better decision making, which results a lower cost, higher productivity, higher yields, and all that, and reduces the lead time from say order to delivery or something like that. And then that improves your operational efficiency and profitability also. And a good amount of data is available, so you can have a data driven decision making systems. So instead of your mindset based systems or based on to experience, you will have a more accurate data for your decision making and all that. And then that helps in building up a digital supply chain management security also. So all these various digital technologies, like especially blockchain, then electronic batch manufacturing or manufacturing execution systems and all that, they build a traceability and transparency into the system. And counterfeiting products and all are not really get penetrated into the system, and then that assures the good safety to the patients and all that. This also helps to protect your intellectual property rights and safeguard it basically maybe from your manufacturing process or maybe formula management and all those data are also stored. And since this is a seamless data integrity system, a improved seamless systems is really available for good information, data security, and better decision making and all, and faster innovation. Somebody can really do that analysis about all this knowledge based data which has been designed, developed, and implemented and captured from product to product, batch to batch, and customer to customer, or from supplier to supplier. And then that can really help to do that analysis, which can lead to more innovations, how we can improve further onto productivity, profitability, quality, all those things will really come up and all that. And then that builds a trust with all the stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, not just a patient, but even your distributors, stockists, your suppliers, your contract manufacturers, and all that. And that will lead to more competitive advantage amongst your competitors. No, global competition is also increasing from the various countries and all that. If you use a better technologies or higher in technologies and train up people, you have a edge over them actually. So lastly, let's look at it. What should be our roadmap? How we can follow it. The first one is that company has to do the assessments and planning where they feel that digital maturity is really required. You can pinpoint them and identify what could be the pilot projects and all that, and what is the critical data, where those vulnerabilities are there. Those you can identify and draw a plan which will support to your pharma for objectives and all that. Then look at it the infrastructure and technologies and see, when we see our cybersecurity measures, the encryptions, firewalls, all those protections needs to be considered. There could be more challenges when we are looking at it. Industrial Internet of Things or Internet of Things, they have various sensors and devices. They are also need so strong protection from capturing the data and storing it in a secure way and all that. Then we have to also see the data integrity part of it. Then internally, we have to implement access controls, user authentication, and then see how those audit trails can be built up, how versions can be managed, controlled, and all that. And then that requires training also, so which can further lead to cyber security consciousness. That have to be built up among the organization and all stakeholders. And continuous monitoring needs to be designed, and then that needs to be updated continuously. Some analysis, periodic audits have to be done, vulnerability assessments are to be carried out, and all that. And how those details are matched with the regulatory compliances are all to be checked. And then you can also build up a automated compliance checks and reporting also. So then now various technologies like robotic or process automations and all are coming up. We can think and design and develop such a way to suit it to your organizations and all that, which can maintain documentation also as per regulatory requirements and all. And in case if there are any deviations, if there are any incidences of uh, penetrating into your security or cyber criminals are getting entry into the thing and all that. So then how we should recover the data, how we should have a backup of the data and all those. And then in such case, how those incidences should be reported and how those necessary further precautions are to be taken up and all needs to be worked it out and all that. So this entire roadmap is to be also thought about it and to be developed it and all that. So in short, I tried to give you a brief overview about cybersecurity, its introduction, its challenges, its benefits, and how that roadmap should be there. Hope you have understood it. If you need more thing, we have already have a YouTube channel where you will find many more videos related onto this particular topic. And our course onto smart manufacturing. Also, there are more discussions onto this cybersecurity on Udemy platform. Please look at that. Also, subscribe, share with your contact, share more suggestions to us also, and do look at it this broadcast channel and share those also with your network. At the same time, feel free to write to us to share your suggestions. No, what are the more topic we should really look at it, or where our experience we can share with you that can really help you to move faster, take necessary further actions and all that. Okay, thank you. Bye.